This week's episode of Breaking Bread with Joby and Heather is brought to you by Kill Yarborough Honda. Come pick out your Accord, CRV, Passport, Civic, or any other of Kill Yarborough Honda's beautiful new lineup. They're located at 2723 West Palmetto Street, Florence, South Carolina. You can contact them by phone at 843-669-5556. Stop on in and drive home in your new Honda today. Be sure and tell them the girls from Breaking Bread sent you.
Hey friends, welcome back to Breaking Bread, where we pull up a seat, share some truth, and break bread together over real life and faith. I'm Heather.
I'm Joby, and today's episode is called The Woman with You. It's about a moment that happened in Bethany, a moment where Jesus stopped on his way to the cross and was welcomed into a woman's home.
Her name was Martha. Her sister was Mary. One got busy, the other got still. And honestly, we've been both.
In Luke, it says a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. When you welcome Jesus in, that's like the picture of salvation. The moment you open the door and invite Jesus inside.
But here's the question. He's in the house, but have you sat down with him?
That's a valid question to ask because you see in this very scripture, Martha's in the kitchen. Jesus is in the living room. And in Ephesians 2, it says we've been made alive with Christ, raised up, and made to sit with him in heavenly places. That's not future talk. It's talking about now. Ask yourself, where am I? Where am I and where is Jesus? And are we apart from one another?
We invite him in, and then we keep pacing in the kitchen, doing, fixing, working, striving. We just don't sit with him.
So I read this book by Watchman Nee, and it said the Christian life begins with a big sit down. Before we ever walk or serve, we have to rest in what's already finished.
That's what Mary did. She sat first. Martha didn't. She was doing all the right things with all the wrong rhythm.
And that is the perfect picture of what striving looks like. Because we can invite Jesus in. We can say that we have him inside of us. We've accepted his work on the cross, but still miss his presence in the next room.
Ephesians says, walk worthy of your calling. But the sitting comes before the walking, identity before activity.
And if we don't learn to rest with Jesus, we're going to end up running on fumes for Jesus. I've been there.
I think I've been there many a times.
It's an exhausting place to be, especially when you don't even realize that you're doing all this work for Jesus. But the real question I want to pose here is, are we doing it with Jesus?
Yeah, that's when your soul is seated and your steps are steady.
Acts 4:13 says people could tell Peter and John had been with Jesus. They looked at him, and it says they perceived that they were uneducated men. Meaning, I guess they didn't have fancy talk and polished up and looked the part. But then they thought about it again, and they're like, they've been with Jesus. And that's the difference.
Yeah, it's not about your title or platform. It's about your proximity. You can't fake presence.
Looking in the scripture in Luke, Mary didn't announce her devotion. Her posture revealed it. A rabbi was not supposed to teach women. So she went in to a group of men, even though it was in her home. She went in with a group of men and she decided to sit down. When you've been with him, you start sounding like him.
Bethany means house of affliction. It was where Jesus went to rest, where he was known, not needed.
So the King of Glory didn't rest in palaces. He rested in people's homes. He chose the home of his friends to rest in. He chose intimacy over influence. He wanted to be up close and personal rather than out seeking a platform or seeking a palace or seeking a place where he could be somebody.
So picture it. Martha's in there working. She's working hard, trying to keep up. She's pulled in every direction.
And the word that the Bible uses says that she was distracted, like she was drug around. Imagine it. She's got telephone calls. She's got emails. She's got maybe kids to take care of. She's got clothes to wash. She's got people to feed. And then Jesus and all of his disciples, she welcomed them into her house. she's just going crazy. I mean, imagine if the thought of Jesus coming in and on top of your household chores, on top of your daily busyness, on top of the other people that you have to take care of, they've come in and you've got to meet their physical needs as well.
Yeah.
And all of this was weighing on her, and she sees her sister sitting in there. And so she burst in and she's like, Lord, don't you care? Like, tell her to help me.
I'm telling Mom.
Yeah. Do you see what she's doing wrong? I'm in there busting my butt and she's not helping me.
Yeah. That's not rebellion. That's burnout. That's the voice of someone who's been faithful but forgotten to breathe.
And even then, when she busts in, she's in there trying to control the situation. Lord, do you not see what's going on? I'm in here busting my butt. I'm taking care of anything. I'm running around in circles. I'm doing all of this. Don't you care? But he doesn't shame her. He calms her. Martha, Martha, you are worried and distracted by many things, but only one thing is needed.
Looking for a Bible study group? Check out Small Town Ministry Bible Study, held at Small Town Brewing Company. Our Bible studies are held Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Come on out and join us. We're located at 1601 Millers Road in Mullins, South Carolina.
I can hear him saying, Heather,
Yeah.
Heather, you are distracted by many things. That's life.
And it's like one time he says your name to get your attention, and that he repeated it twice. Martha, Martha, Heather. Hey,
Yeah.
he's getting your attention. And then the next one is where he walks into that soothing reassurance.
He's just letting us know we're getting so distracted that we don't pay attention to the fact that he's sitting right there beside us.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying what she did wasn't important. He was saying she missed what mattered most.
And when she came in there pointing her finger at her sister, she's not helping me. He says Mary chose the good part, not because she was lazy and she didn't want to help, but because she recognized what the moment required. Presence. We can do a lot for Jesus, but the question goes back, are we doing it with him?
When you sit with Jesus, your doing flows from being. When you don't, your doing becomes strives.
And today it's not just chores. It's notifications, it's deadlines, it's expectations. The same distraction, different time, different setting, just dressed up with Wi-Fi.
Right.
And reminders.
Sometimes we just need to turn that Wi-Fi off, don't we?
Right.
And our prayers start to sound like a to-do list. Lord, help me make it through it. But he's saying, slow down, sit down, just be with me.
And you know, sometimes your prayers, when you go, you can make this list. Lord, I need this and I need that and I need you to move here and I need you to make it there and I need you to da-da-da-da-da. I mean, I can hear it going off in my head and it's overwhelming. And I think sometimes our busyness, it feels like we don't even have time to sit down and talk with the Lord because it becomes another checkpoint on a to-do list.
We'll return right after this short break. A huge thank you to the sponsors that help us bring Breaking Bread straight to you. Westwood Barbecue is located at 604 West Bobo Newsom Highway in beautiful Hartsville, South Carolina, and opened Thursday through Saturday from 11 until 8 and Sunday from 11 to 2. You can order from the menu, grab a plate from the buffet, or order in bulk, and they even cater. Sissy's Children's Boutique, located in downtown Hartsville, South Carolina at 136 East Mantissa Row, and it's your one-stop shop for darling outfits, accessories, and all the cutest fashions for your little ones. We also now offer registries for baby showers. Stop by and see us, and we'll get you signed up. Come shop local at Sissy's.
I think that we end up, instead of talking to him, we're talking at him.
Right.
And we're just commanding things. I need this. I need you to do this. I need help with this. Why can't you get this done? Just stop. Just stop, yes. Breathe, and let him do it.
And that's exactly what we have to do. But until we realize he's not a to-do list, prayer time is not a place to fire off orders. Sometimes it's just taking 5 or 10 minutes and saying, Lord, here I am. I just want to be with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to ask you anything. I don't want to tell you anything. I just want to sit here and I want to learn to practice your presence. I think we've got really good at signing up for to-do lists and signing up for committees and signing up for organizations. And not that anything like that is bad, but it's our alignment. If it doesn't start at his feet, are we doing it with him or are we doing it for him? And there's a big difference.
Yeah. And when we cut out those lists, that gives us so much more time for his presence and to be in his presence. So Jesus is still in the house. The seat is still open.
And that's our cue to stop pacing. Sit down. Just stop. I have to look at my husband sometimes. Stop. Just sit down. Relax. And then we allow him to realign us. And we let that peace take the place of all of that pressure, all of the anxiety, all of the worry, all of the fear, all of the what ifs, all of the things that we have no control over.
Yep.
But we do have the control to say, hey, I'm going to stop and I'm going to sit right here.
That's where devotion happens, when you stop doing for him and start being with him.
So this week, find one moment to sit still before God.
Just one?
Just one. Day by day, focus on today. Find one moment to sit still before God. No music, no noise, and just be.
Ask yourself, am I doing this for him or with him?
And then write down what shifts inside of you when you pause long enough to listen. Because Jesus can be in your house. You can be a saved woman, but you can be living in two different rooms.
Absolutely.
Are we doing things for him or with him?
And that wraps up this episode of Breaking Bread. Joby and Heather, thank you for listening, supporting, and sharing our podcast. See you here, same time, same place, next week.